Some purse. Some purse. Sugar. Okay, let me see what the fuck they said. Let me see what the fuck they said. Love you too, Shy. What's that, D. Frank? Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying. Got all these weirdos showing up. Hold on. Been drinking plenty of water. Right on, Nikki. I ain't doing no coconut water. I ain't doing no coconut water. I love you too, Nikki. I ain't no big time. I'm gonna give you one more chance, Uncle Fred. One more chance, Uncle Fred. I was about to block you. I was about to block Uncle Fred, but I'm gonna give him one more chance. I ain't got nothing on my EBT card, bro. I only get $23 a month. thought I might end up in jail today. Yeah, I get $23 a month. Ain't nothing to be sorry for, bro. Thought I was going to jail today. I got you. If you come, I got you. I don't know. Oh, you don't need 100K though. You don't need 100K. I got you. If I'm still here though. If I'm still here. But I'm trying to get as close to my granddaughter as I can. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to Sparks or Reno, Nevada. If I can get to Sparks or Reno, Nevada, I could be closer to my granddaughter. I'm about 2 hours away from her. So my goal now is to get as close to my granddaughter as I can get. Cause she all that I had left, bro. She all that I had left, man. She the only thing that bring me joy in this world. I'm a 12 to 10 hour drive away, depending on how fast I try to go. But I'm about a 12 to 10 hour drive. Oh, hell no. If you Google it, it's 12 hour drive, but I can get there in 10 sometimes. I'm in my prison cell. Yes, sis. I'm in my prison cell. Locked up in my room. Yeah, but I'm finna get to her. I talked to her the other day. I told her the plan. She already know the plan, my granddaughter. She know the plan. told her, I said, I might not even call you when I'm coming. I said, I'm just going to knock on the door. She said, you know where we stay? You know where we stay? When I said, don't you stay on blah, blah? She told me, yeah. I said, yeah, I know where y'all stay. So when I get them, I knock on the door. She can't wait to see me. Yeah, come on down, brother. Come west of the Mississippi, man. Check us out. Come check us out west of the Mississippi, bro. Oh, shit. I had a homeboy drive from New York to California on a motorcycle. Timber. Yeah, I had a homie drive from New York to California on a motorcycle. A motorcycle, cuz. Imagine that. Hey, sweetheart. Miss 702. That's my niece up in here, y'all. Oh, yeah. If you do that, I had quite a few people on here at first. Niece, you know I'm lucky to have 20 people in my audience. Niece, you know I'm lucky to have 20 people in my audience. I got 14 inside. I'm lucky to have 20 people in my audience. 2 people done left, so I got 12 now. I had police activity at the house earlier today. Police activity. But I'll probably be going to jail. So I went on Facebook Live just in case the police is trying to do some dirty shit. But I like the 2 cops that showed up. I like them 2 cops that showed up for Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. He was very professional. I don't know where Tommy Figures or Old Spice, bro. But you can come back and try again tomorrow. Oof. Oof, whatever your name was. Come back tomorrow, bro. We don't have time for that today. But I don't wear Old Spice. Never ever did. Had Old Spice. but oof. Rapholics or whatever. Come back tomorrow, cuz. I start the blocking, but I said, no, I'll let him come back tomorrow. Put him on 24 hours, one day. So you come back tomorrow, about 6:17 Pacific time out here in America. I don't know where you are, though. I hit a black mile from time to time. That I do. But I smoke weed more than I do black miles. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had. Yeah, them was two pretty good cops that came. But this is all I'm gonna tell you guys. If you ever get into it with a girl you involved with, if she call the police, you call the police too. If she call the police, cuz you dial 911 too. Don't let the call come just from her. She calling 911. You dial 911 too. Fuck that shit, cuz. You call 911 too. You call 911 too, cuz. Fuck that. Then you might have a slim chance. But if you let her call 911 and if you don't do nothing, 9 out of 10, the odds gonna be against you. Cause she called, you didn't make the call. Come back. Well, I got rid of oof, but I'm gonna block you though. But sound like you that oof dude. You might have many accounts. Hey Snipe. Thought I was going to jail today, Snipe. Thought I was about to get gaffled, cuz. But I got some professional cops to show up. So some professional cops showed up. And after they heard both sides of the story, they decide that okay, just don't let it escalate. I said it won't. They say just make sure it don't escalate. I say, oh, it won't. Hey, Belinda. I said, oh, it won't. I say, but I'm coming home to go to bed, dog. They say, oh, that's fine. They told me, okay, that's fine. If you want to come home to go to bed, they said, we just don't want it to escalate. I said, oh, it won't. He said, but can you at least call her and tell her, well, I'm coming home to go to bed and whatever I see, I can do that. Hey, what's up, Gojo? Damn, how many accounts you got, Gojo? You Gojo in Japan? I got it on Facebook. Facebook Live, Snapple. I had it on Facebook Live. So just in case the police try to do me scandalous, I would have had witnesses. In my prison cell, cuz. Yeah. Oh, she called 911 on me, cuz. So I called 911 on her. Yes, night. She called 911 on me. So I called 911 on her, sniper. So did, cuz. That woman called 911 on me. She called 911. I was 0.01 of a second from calling 911 too. Damn right like her. So when I seen her grab that phone, start calling 911, I called 911 too. See? Damn right I did. Nah. They told me just don't let it escalate. I said, oh, it won't. And I promised them I won't put my hands on them. I told them I'm smarter than that, officer. I said, I won't put my hands on them. Exactly. But you gotta do it quick. Do it quick. You gotta do it quick though, sis. If they dialing 911, you gotta do it within 3 seconds. But I'm on my phone dialing 911 before a second is up. Before 1 second pass, I'm dialing 911 too. Fuck that. But wasn't no violence though. But LA, they just need a phone call. LA just needs a phone call. But it depends before they cuff somebody though. But see, my 911 operator told me, get away from her, sir. My 911 person told me, get away from her. So I said, okay, that's what I'll do. I tell me, go to the store, get me a soda or something, and get away from her. She said, we have a squad car there in a little while. They on their way. He was 2 showed up. 2 showed up. So I came around here. When I saw him, I went on Facebook Live. I said, okay, just in case they want to gaffle me, I want to be on live so I can have some witnesses, right? And they was knocking on the door. She wasn't answering. So I came around and saw him. I said, it's me who called. I called them a second time. I said, yeah, it's me who called. I said, she got me locked out. I just want a few things. I need a few things. So I need my jacket. I need my hat. I needed my utensils for my bud. But I didn't want to tell him that. So, so I said, go around to her window. You can get her attention at her window. But she finally came to the door, let him in. So one dude was talking to me. The other dude was talking to her. So the other dude talking to her come to me. He asked me a few questions and I answered him. I said, well, she said you said that. And I said, because she said that. That's what I told him. Everything she accused me of doing, I said she did it to me. That's what I did. Everything she accused me of doing to her, I told them she did it to me. That's why. I said, if I did it, it's because she did it to me. Well, I told them. So they said, well, partner, we gonna let you get in there and get your stuff. He said, you ain't got no weapons. I said, no, I ain't got no weapons in there. Yeah. Don't let them call 911 on you. And you don't call them back because you going to jail. They ain't gonna want to hear your story. Only the victims call 911. Only the victims call 911. You understand me? And men can be victims too. So call 911. Shit, especially if some woman calling about you. You understand? 911, they trying to kill me. Shit, fuck that, cuz they trying to kill me. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Yeah, I'm in the house now. Hey, fuck that, Shia. I called 911 too. What else could I do? What else could I do, cuz? Hey, Rachel. What else could I do, cuz? What else could I do about that? Yeah, that's my sister, Shida. Shida, that's my sister, Tomboy. Yeah, Tomboy, I call Shida my son. I call Shida son. That's my tissue. Going through some shit, Rachel. Going through some shit, sweetheart. So I got to get out of here next month. I can't stay here no longer. Not here. Think I'm gonna be living in my van for a few months. Think I'm gonna be living in my van for a few months. I could probably live in a hotel a couple of weeks out the month, and that's about it. Maybe a week or two I can live in a hotel. But I'm definitely getting out of here next month. Yeah, but Vegas ain't cheap, son. No more anyway. Vegas was affordable, but it ain't no more. I got a homie in Gray Street in a spot. They want $1,050 for one bedroom. I get $1,650 a month. But I got car insurance. I got a phone bill. And Wi-Fi so far. So if I was to get a spot over there where Lefty at, I need to figure out I can keep my lights on and shit like that. With gas and lights on anyway. So yeah, but I got a little something going on. I don't know what it's gonna be or what it's gonna turn out to be, but I got something going on. But I made a promise to my granddaughter, whatever that is, I'm using that to come see her and spend with her. So, and it been 7 months with that so far. So I thought it would be over by now, but it's not. But whatever I get out of that, I'm using that to get to my granddaughter. I already told her that. I said, soon Paw get this, I'll be there to see you. I already told her that. So once I get that, I'm headed in her direction. I can't move in with Kid Mac. Kid Mac situated. Can't move in. Could I got a homie I could have got a room out of, but he got a mean dog, and I don't want the dog locked up in the house because of me. I could have been gone by 2 months ago. I almost thought I was going to jail. I am. Oh man, I got places I can go. I'm going to Texas. I'll go to Mississippi. I'll go back to California. I could probably go to New Mexico. But I ain't trying to be that far from my granddaughter, cuz. Now, if I was to make a move, it looked like it'd be California. But I'm into my health and all this and that and that. So I've got a great relationship with my doctors and stuff like that, cuz I hate to start all over again, relocate somewhere else, find new doctors and all this kind of shit. That's what I don't want to be going through again and again and again. I did it a couple of times. I even transferred my doctor to Texas when I was in Texas because, like I told y'all, I had no intentions on coming back. So I even had a doctor in Texas, but I came back to Nevada. So I just would hate to start all over again with my shit and all that type of shit, cuz, So I need to work it out where I could spend like $3 with 3 months out there with my granddaughter, and I come back to Vegas to see my doctors and shit like that, and get my medication in 3 month supplies, and I can do it like that. Yeah, I've got some places. I can go to Seattle, Washington, probably. If I wanted to. I'll probably go to Seattle, New Mexico, Texas, Mississippi for sure. And my son shot us to go to New Jersey, Pops. I got you. I could probably go to my sister's house in Alabama and make a mat on the floor. I won't be free low, you know what I mean? I'm going to contribute to wherever I go. I ain't going to just be a nigga up in y'all way and ain't helping or contributing in no kind of way. See, I can do that, cuz that ain't no problem. And like I say, my sister just called me out the blue a couple months ago and say, bro, I got 2 bedrooms here and I'm all by myself. My sister just called me out the blue and say, bro, I got 2 bedrooms up there and I'm all by myself. My sister. Like she telling me, bro, I got a place for you. And I wouldn't have showed up at my sister's spot and I can't contribute because I'd have split her something every time I got something. That's all I ask for, cuz it's a peace of mind, bro. I don't want to argue. I don't want to complain. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do none of that shit, cuz. And like I say, I try to. Like I say, when I went to Texas, I didn't want. When I went to Texas, my intent was not to return. I took everything I owned with me. When I went to Texas, cuz I took everything I owned with me. I had no intentions of coming back. None at all, cuz. She told me she was struggling. My wife called the police on me while I am. And I called the police on her. That's what happened while I am. If you came late, you gotta wait till the video upload to see what it is. I was in Houston, huh? I ain't in jail, baby, so I ain't in jail, so I'm all right. I was in Houston, TikTok, for about 4 months. Shit, I could drive to Jersey, but I don't want to be that far from my granddaughter. I got relatives in Katy, got relatives in Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, I got people everywhere, cuz. I got people everywhere. And wherever I go, my benefits go with me, cuz. I just got to get some doctors. Wherever I go, my benefits go with me. I just need doctors, cuz. No, I don't think so. I could come to Bellflower if I wanted to. My baby sister in Compton, she'll let me get on the couch. My baby sister. Now my brother T-Bone in Downey or somewhere like that. I don't know his situation. And I got a couple homies that put me on the couch if push come to shove. In California. I'm good in California. Why people think say ain't good in California? I'm good. Come back tomorrow, cuz. Come back tomorrow. I'm good. I could go back to California if I want to, but I can't afford California. Now, what I'm saying is this. If I do go to California, it'll be Northern California. Northern. That's where my granddaughter at. See, I could go to Northern California. I can live in my van. If push come to shove, I can live in my van. I could cook on a hot skillet. I could cook out a microwave. I could plug up a TV, a fan, whatever in my van. I can live in the motherfucker. I can lay down the back behind me like it's a cargo van. I could put one of them thin air mattresses back there. I can blow it up, cover my windows up at night. I can park at hospitals, emergency parking lots. I can find places to park and sleep overnight. That ain't no problem. You see what I'm saying? I could do that. If I go to Northern California, it's a couple people I could call. Cuz let me take a shower, change some clothes. They gonna say, "Go ahead, come on, big homie. I'll be home at this time, big homie. You come on, do that." I got people in Northern California I can do that with. I just got to link up with them and this and that and that. See, what a lot of people don't know is I was going to live in Northern California. I've been ready to leave here. Been ready. But my daughter-in-law, my grandkid's mother died in a car accident. She died in a car accident. And that's why I'm still here. If she was alive, I'll be living in Northern California. Because I already told her, I said, I'd rather do for you and my grandkids what I'm doing for my family here, is what I told her. I said, I could sleep in my van and this and that and that. I said, that's ain't no problem. I said, Maybe you could let me take a shower every other day and change clothes. She told me I didn't have to do that. She said, no, Papa. She said, I'm trying to find a place now. She said, I'm trying to get out of this one. She said, but maybe you can keep this one and this and that. And she said, but either way, Papa Harvey, don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. You know what I mean? It's what she told me. But she died in a car accident, cuz. So if she hadn't died in a car accident, I would have been gone. I wouldn't be in Las Vegas. I would have been gone. See, that's what my wife don't know and other people don't know. Then I've been talking to Neoshi. I told Neoshi I'd rather do what I do here for you and them kids. Because I know, I recognized a long time ago, I was no longer appreciated here. I knew I was. I knew my wife didn't appreciate me or my sons. I don't hear from my sons, y'all. I don't hear from them. I said a while back on Facebook, I don't know if my son is dead or alive. It's what I said on Facebook months ago. And then he showed up for his birthday because his birthday was January the 14th. I ain't heard from him no more. I tried to holler at him on Facebook because some shit came up. My wife was telling me what my son called his other brother, telling his other brother and all that. So I got hold of my other son. I said, how was you getting a hold of Malcolm? He said, on Facebook. I found the nigga Facebook page and was inboxing the nigga, and he blocked me. He blocked me. But see, I hear my wife talk all this shit about my son, me and her son, because I only got one son. I hear her talk all this shit about him. But little do she know, I put it in the Lord's hand a long time ago. I put it in the Lord's hand because I prayed on it and left it alone. I rarely pray for the nigga anymore. I just prayed on it and let it loose. Every so often I throw him in my prayer. But most of the time it's for my granddaughter when I pray. No, I ain't never heard of plastic split. But I ain't never heard no plastic. But I'm just hoping what fall on my lap can get me 3 to 4 months in advance on an Airbnb type spot. Because I heard they cheaper than hotels. I don't know. But my plan is to get me an Airbnb spot paid in advance for 3 to 4 months with plenty of money left to grab my granddaughter, take her shopping, buy her phones, buy her games, the PlayStation, or I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever she want, I want to do for her. My granddaughter, cuz. And just see her every fucking day. That's all I want, cuz, is to be involved with my grandchild, cuz my granddaughter. Make sure she's good. I want to find some type of policy that if something happened to me, her and all her brothers and sisters can get something. Because I promised her mama I'd look out for all her kids. Shit. And I'm willing to put up 10K on the policy just to know that I'm covered. And I'll pay a couple $100 a month for that. I don't give a fuck. But once I know, okay, you covered. From here on out, you covered. Then okay, let's rock. Let's rock and roll. And if I could put something in a trust fund or some type of account for her, and that'd be cool too. But that's all I ask for in prayer. I ask our Father, our Creator, to just let me live long enough to when my granddaughter get old enough to respect my wishes before I leave here. I want my granddaughter to be old enough at the legal age to say, I'm over my grandfather's estate. Whatever it is I can leave behind. God bless me with this for me and my immediate family. Like I said, I got this settlement. I spent like 85% of my settlement on my family. I invested on my family. Just to have my family crumble, cuz. Just to have my family crumble. And before I had spent $117,000 on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo just to know that my family would crumble, I would have put $100,000 in my granddaughter's name in the trust fund. I would have done that and kept paying some other motherfucker some rent somewhere. I would have done that instead. But I didn't. But I know better now. We ain't crippin' today, huh? Come on, hang out with me, Shada. But all I done was right by this woman. I fucked up a couple times and shit. But she had the opportunity, cuz, to kill all the noise. She did. And like I told her, despite my wrongs, the few wrongs that I had, you still married me. You married me. After all that. And you didn't have to. And like I told her, if she had told me, I don't want nothing to do with your ass, this and that and the other, when that shit went down, what can I do? I would just move back to Compton with my mama. What else could I do about that? But she didn't do that, cuz. She didn't do it. She turned around and married me, cuz. I went to work to support her and our kids. I didn't sell dope. I didn't hang out in the streets. I wasn't on dope. None of that, cuz. I wasn't even an alcoholic. My life consists of going to work and home, Nothing fucking else. I had one homie in Northern California with me, Edie Amin. He the only nigga I put some time in with. It was moments, yeah, I hung out. We was in another fucking complex full of niggas. I met Melvin Hardy's family there. I met Melvin Hardy out there and all them, you know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't like I didn't step up my door and I wasn't anti-sociable or anything, but I didn't get involved in nothing. And I also done right by another man, two kids, his kids. I didn't hold no prejudice, no bias, or nothing against that man kids. I looked at them as my own. I see them as my own. They my motherfucking boys, not his. They my boys. Trayvon and Tyrell. They my motherfucking sons. And why would Trayvon take it upon himself to change his name to my name, last name, to put my last name on his name? And I have a clue he was gonna do it. You know why he did it? Because he realized Harvey, my daddy, that's the man that raised me. That's the man that provided for us. That's the man who took us here. That was the man who was there and there and there. I was in the emergency room with them. If something went wrong, we had to take them to the doctor. I was there too. When they graduated from school, I was there, taking them to Sizzler, buying them balloons and this, that, and the third. When they was having birthday, Ninja and Power Ranger cakes and Ninja and Teenage Turtle, I helped with that too. She didn't do all this shit alone. I worked jobs. We went on fucking company picnics and all that. Who I took with me, her and our boys. That's all I had. Me and her both left family, friends, and the environment we grew up in to raise our kids somewhere else. Me and her both left that. We left our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, the school we went to, and the streets we was used to, and we left that to raise our kids somewhere else together. Me and her did. Yes, like I said, I haven't ran to nobody about our shit, but a couple people, a couple. And I'm glad I contacted them couple people because they kept it from escalating to what it could have been. But see, I learned that lesson back in '83. A lesson I learned in '83 helped me in 2019. Because I say, Sam, don't do that. Before you do this, do that. So in 2019, I did that. I made a phone call to two people. He said, Sam, don't do that. He said, Sam, don't do that, cuz. And them knowing me, they know I was serious about it. They say, Sam, don't do that, cuz. One of them put me in a position to get away from it. But I could only maintain it about a month and a half to 2 months. And that's when I went to Texas after that. I went to Texas. And like I said, when I went to Texas, everything I owned went with me. Went with me to Texas. I didn't have the intentions on coming back. And if I had got me a woman in Texas, I wouldn't have came back. But I couldn't get a woman until all the women in Texas are scared of me. Man, when I conversate with them, they thinking I'm a pimp or something. For some reason, I don't know why. But this Southern girl always think I was a pimp. Cause when I was in Mississippi, they was backing up off of me. When I was in Mississippi, they couldn't handle they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle me. The way I got at them, they was like, oh shit, this nigga here too much. Southern girl, couldn't get him in Mississippi, couldn't get him in Texas. Couldn't get him. They thought I was some slick Willie ass nigga, man. I love you too, Royalty. I love you too, baby. But if I'd have got me a woman, I would have showed up. Cause I'd have been loving on her. That's all I would have been doing. Oh no, I just went visit Miss Joy. Miss Joy was crazy though, cause I just went visiting and all that, but did nothing come happen with that. Did nothing happen with it, cuz. Yeah, you remember that too, huh? Yeah. Well, I hollered at her, but it didn't work out. You know what I mean? She had her shit going on. I had mine, good, but I wish her well, bro. Yeah, I sure did tonight. Because all I try to do, no, no, you see people on social media, y'all friends, and blah blah blah. You like what you see, and this and that and that. And some communication come about, and it is cool. But when y'all start interacting and can physically see one another and sense each other, then you start realizing that okay, this ain't what it is. That's all that was, cool. It was one of those nice meeting you, but it won't work out. But yeah, cuz this it's done here, bro. It was done in 2009, but nigga hung in there for 16 years trying to keep it all together. Then, like I said, in 2019, your boy ran across a little something, something, and I thought I'd try to invest it on the family, on some property and shit. We only got a van because we had plans to do grandparent stuff. We supposed to take the grandkids to Disneyland, Magic Mountain, and all this shit, but we didn't do it. We didn't do it, cuz. You know what I mean? Then when we first bought this place, my I was gonna get all the windows and doors and all that shit redone, right? That was my plan. Cause when we first brought this, it was some other people brought some shit in one of the other buildings, right across from the old one we was renting. And I talked to them about their shit, right? And he told me the cost of his windows and doors and all that patio doors, windows, the front door, get all that shit changed out, right? He told me the price of his. And I told him, I said, I may have couple more windows more than you, right? And he was saying, yeah, well, you might be out of this and that then. He said, it shouldn't be that much more. So I was going to do that. I was finna order the windows and all. The same people he went through, I was going to go through. But, so shit started with us. I don't have no control of it, Victoria. I don't have no control of that, this property, because I'm not on the deed. I put it in her and my son name. I put it in her and my son name. No, she not, cause she gonna kill me. What's up, KMV? She not. She killing me softly, cuz. My only stress, my only headaches and stuff. Hey, sweet like, huh? It's from her, cuz. I said a long time ago, I'm not gonna stress. I'm not gonna worry about shit that I had no control of. I'm going through some shit, sweet. Sweet like honey. But see, I told the Lord some years ago to take the steering wheel. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Y- y'all see my flesh, y'all hear my voice, y'all see my reaction, y'all see my tears, but it's not me. It's not me, you guys. I'm guided by God. I asked God years ago to take my steering wheel. Take the steering wheel. You be the pilot. I'm just the co-pilot in this shit. I'm just a passenger in the car, man. God driving me, bro. That's what I say. These niggas don't move me, man. God do. Yeah, I mean, I can prove that I made the purchase on the place, but I got to get a lawyer involved and all that and this and that and the third. But if they turn around and sell it before I can do that, then what can I do? It's nothing I can do. It's up to her and my son to be fair about it and say, well, mama, that we got to get Pop something. We wouldn't have this shit if he hadn't brought it. It's gonna take them two to be fair about it. So, but I didn't have nobody but them. I didn't have nobody but my wife and 3 sons. My granddaughter wasn't old enough to involve with it. But when we brought the property, I told her, let's put our grandkids on it. Not just Micaiah and Malcolm. I told her, let's put Lincoln on it too, is what I told her. I say, let's make our grandkids homeowners. But then later on, I found out it's best to let your grandkids inherit it than to become homeowners. She's turning around trying to sell it behind my back. They don't tell me nothing. But I pick up on conversations and shit like that because I got a clue what may be happening, but I don't have no control of it. And the only reason why I didn't put myself on the deed because I got issues with IRS. And if I had brought something, they would have put liens on it and all that type of shit. And like I said, I try to pay some people to help me straighten out my situation with the IRS, but they fucked over the people that I gave money to. They fucked over me, cuz. So, and was trying to still get more money out of me, and I refused to give them anything else. I've tried to fix my situation. And like I say, when I end up going to Texas, I used the money out there and traveling and all that shit to get there and all that. And I gave my son, my youngest son, I give him all the 10,000. I gave my oldest two, they 10,000. But I gave my youngest, my son Malcolm, I gave him half and held on to another half of his. But before I went to Texas, I gave it to him. I went to the bank and got it out of there. And gave it to him. Because I knew I was gone. So I'm like, let me give him the rest of his shit and I'm gone. When I got options, I had two sisters in California who push come to shove. My baby sister's in Jobo. My baby sister Jobo is in Compton. My oldest sister, Sasita, is in Bellflower. I can go to any one of two of these spots. If I was to move in with them, I'd get a strap on, would be like that while I'm, out there. I'm gonna have a strap on me, and I ain't trusting many niggas anywhere. I'm just not. And I don't want to be living like that, because I won't be living like that. So if I return to Compton, South Central, all that, metal gun on me, I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be not trusting man, nigga, and all that kind of shit, cuz. And I ain't trying to live like I lived like that before. Watching every car, all this kind of shit. I don't have time for that, cuz. I heard they was shooting that rock on repass. I heard they got to shooting at the homie repass. I don't know how true it is. But I don't have time for that, cuz I ain't trying to live like that no more. Thank you, Nikki. I ain't trying to live like that no more. That's why I left. That's why I bounced, man. I'm trying to live like that, cuz. For real, though. Oh, shit. It's dark now. Hold on. Turn on TV on. But I just want y'all to know, man, I'm going through some shit over here, man. Y'all pray for your boy, cuz. But I'm out of here next month. This is the last straw for me. Maybe I can live in my car and pay me an attorney pay me an attorney $600 a month, well maybe 700 to 750 a month, because I do feed the dogs. I buy their dog food for them. But if I ain't living here, I won't be able to no more. So maybe I can give an attorney $750 a month until they cover whatever the cost is for them to get me a divorce, force that this property gets sold, and we split it accordingly. Now, supposedly my son Tyrell took some losses in regards to this property because his name was on it and he wasn't filing on his taxes or whatsoever. Now, if he recoup the money he lost out of this, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. If he recruit his money out of what he lost. But whatever else the net is on that, I'm willing to split it 50-50 with her, despite me buying it myself. I still split it 50-50 with her. And she can go ahead and do what she want to do, and I'll figure me some shit out. But I'm definitely out of here after today. Because she came in and started to fight with me about dogs, cuz. About dogs. And what she argued with me about, it didn't even happen. She was saying, what if? But it wasn't no what if. It didn't even happen. I put their ass down off this bed before you walked in this door. So why are you arguing with me about that? They didn't jump off the bed. It just don't make no sense, cuz. Just don't make no sense. And she always tell me her house smelling like piss, these dogs. Say I don't do shit. Y'all see me on YouTube picking up shit, cleaning up piss sometimes. I'm out and about and I come home. And I'm screaming at them. Who peed? Who this? Getting on them, cleaning it up. She said I don't do nothing. She said I don't empty the trash. I don't empty the bucket full of dog shit that we throw in. She said I don't do nothing, cuz. She said I don't clean up behind these dogs when they vomit. I ain't rubbing on them and caressing them when they acting like they about that fucking seizure and carrying on. She said I don't do nothing. She said I don't do shit. She said I don't even feed them when she got to be to work and ain't gonna be able to. She said I don't feed them. She don't do shit. What she said. She said I'm going there and check the sink because she got a problem with her bathroom. Water back up through her sink and her toilet and all this, right? I mean her shower, her sink and shower. But she said I don't do nothing about it. But like I was telling the homie today, this plumbing situation is an HOA thing. All that shit is up under the building. What the fuck can we do about that? What they got to do with us homeowners? The plumbing up under this goddamn shit. Now, the deal with HOA is supposed to be you, everything inside is yours, everything outside is them. Outside. Now, if you got fucking plumbing bagging up in your sink in your shower, that's up under the building, which is outside, but you just put the building over it. It ain't inside my motherfucking house. The problem that's causing inside my house is coming from underneath this motherfucker. Then she said, you don't help me with the plumbing, you don't do this, you don't do that. I talked to plumbers. Them plumbers who came up here and broke up her bathroom floor, removed her toilet, dug up all up under there and all that. I asked them, what's going on? They said it was a busted pipe. A busted pipe is what they told me. I said, well, how do y'all know? They said we ran a film through there. Camera. Through the pipes. He showed me on his shit the footage. He showed me. Now, how far did you run the pipe? 100 yards? 200 yards? This building is at least 200 yards. How far did you run it before you spot that? And if that is the case, that's under the building. I asked him myself, how you gonna change out this pipe? Well, we're gonna have to tunnel through there. I said, tunnel through there. I said, if it's a busted pipe, I say that means it's wet, saturated. It's fucking sewage, shit, toilet flushing, all that shit running that way. I say, you can't crawl up in that shit. Is what I told him. There's no way. Right? And I never seen them bring no new piping or nothing to replace. Ever. You just dug a hole, fucked my wife's shit up, put a toilet on crooked and all that. That's all y'all did. You didn't replace shit. And I seen another plumber across the way from me. I think he did the best job I seen any of my they have out here do was him. And this motherfucker did it all with a clay spade shovel. With a spade shovel. I said, damn man, you did a pretty nice trick. And then my wife talked shit to me like I don't know nothing. But I was a plumber. I took plumbing trade in YTS. Plumbing trade. Got a certificate. I took wood and cabinet in YTS. Got a certificate. Did jobs under both of those skills and training. Had jobs when I got home from jail. I was in the pipe fitter union when I was with her. I was a plumber then. I was working on the electric, water, and gas lines in Los Angeles County with Sinclair when I worked with her. But she swept it down with no shit. She talked so down on me, cuz, but I don't know, so I act like I don't know. Well, since she said I don't know, I don't fucking know. But anytime she dealing with plumbers, HOA, anybody, she don't include me in it. And it been that way since she was on welfare. She didn't include me in it. Not on her CA7 form. When she's on Section 8, she didn't include me in it. None of that shit. She kept me out of that. And I wasn't all on her back like, you need to tell them I'm here. And none of that shit. When I worked, I had one job when we wasn't married. Told me, if you've been with her for so many years, yeah, we're with her and the kids. So I got a family benefit package. She never used it. Ever. And her excuse was, we got a copay for that. But they'll bill you for the copay. Still wasn't no excuse for you not to be using it. Shoot, I can't work. K-Star. I'm physically fucked up and mentally, to be honest. No, I can't go back to work, right? No way. Unless I go viral on this motherfucker. But I don't make nothing on this. But I would love to be like a youth counselor or some, type mentor these youth and get the youth on the right track. I know I can do that with them. They want you to have a college degree and all that kind of shit for them jobs. You know what I mean? I'm done with it, cuz. I'm done with it, cuz. You know what I mean? You don't give a shit about me. I don't give a shit about you, man. She been using me for the longest. She's been using me for the longest, cuz. But I've been with her 38 years, cuz. Married to her for 30. The only reason why I married her, because she asked to be. She asked to be married. You understand me? She even blamed me for getting uh she even blamed me for not being able to keep her spot in Compton. She mentioned that today too. She said, I got put on my spot because of you. I said, oh, you blaming me? I said, you blame. I told y'all the story to that, cuz. I told y'all the story to that about how her landlord told her she had to get out of there or get rid of me because the police and all that was putting pressure on the owner of this property in our neighborhood. It was like a fortress to the set. That's where we was hanging out at, getting money at, big guns at, doing our shit at. And all of us was congregating and mingling and conversating in that triplex. And the police knew that. But they couldn't get us. Because all the girls who lived in them triplex always was down with us, because like I told y'all, we used to be able to run in there and lock the door behind us. The police couldn't get us. My brother Harold stayed in there. T-Bone stayed in there. I stayed in there. We all stayed in there with girls. And the police applied pressure on her landlord, telling him that I was a gang leader and I was one of the leaders over there. They can't get us because in and out them spots, and they got bar doors on them. They can't get in, and the police is pissed off. So my landlord told my wife, get rid of me or she have to go. Yeah, I know King of Kings. I've been seeing the comments, and you've been commenting on shit though. And that's what happened, cause that's how we ended up out of Compton. Cause the police was applying pressure to my wife's landlord about us Santana's and his shit, right? And it was the spot, though. So all the shootouts and gunfights was, all the dope dealer activities and shit was going on there. And she mentioned that today. She mentioned that today. She was like, "You're the reason why I got put out my place." And I said, "Oh, you gonna put that on me? You gonna put that on me? That you got with a nigga who was major in his neighborhood and this and that and that. So you had the option to say, I can't kick it with you no more because they want to put me out. So I can't be with you. You had that option. But eventually you told your landlord, I ain't leaving my man dude, because of what the fuck the police is bitching about. And when you did that, I stayed in your corner. Even her mama wasn't certain about me at first. Her mama wasn't even certain about me at first, right? But when that went down on Rose with us and the police and her landlord, I stayed by her side. Held down the hotel and all that while we was looking. And I was working at Southwest Marine Shipyard. We was at the Broadlead Hotel in downtown Long Beach. Is what we was. And that was the day her mama told me, I'm so glad that you're sticking by my daughter and her kids. And I told her, Mama, I will always do that. I could have easily been in a bed at my mama's house. You didn't have to worry about her. I could have easily done that. But no, I was right there with her, cuz. I don't know what her reason to be so the way she is about me, but she discredited me for whatever great good deeds I did. She found a way to discredit me for it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all I've been a saint throughout our relationship and all that. I fucked up. I fucked up maybe 3 times. Maybe 3 times I fucked up. But I haven't did that since. When all that shit went down, I said, I won't ever do that again. And I haven't. So whatever way she felt about me, I just took it as punishment, cuz, I just took it as punishment. Then, like I said, when I had the brain aneurysm in 2012, I questioned God on why you just didn't let me go. Why you just didn't let my shit be done, and I wouldn't have none of the type of shit to even be dealing with here on earth no more anyway. I feel like I had no purpose at all. Like I said, all my sons was grown and doing they shit and carrying on, and me and my wife wouldn't even get along no more. Me and my wife wasn't even compatible. We wasn't sleeping in the same bed no more. That's how I grind all my teeth down. Cause I slept upstairs, she slept downstairs. And the dentist say, "Damn, yo, why you say you married us?" Yes, they didn't wake you up, tell you what you was doing. He said, "That's how people know." He said, "But you grind all your shit down to the nerves." I said, "Because we don't sleep together." Is what I told him. He said, "Oh, okay, that's fine." I said, "How long you haven't been sleeping together?" I told him. Oh, he said, "Okay, that's fine." He said, "Then I could do pull all your teeth, bro. Give you some dent, give you some false teeth." What he told me. I didn't like wearing them, so I tried to wear them about a month or two and didn't like it. So I went without them. Didn't know how many made Trey over told me about his grandma. He used to say my grandmama didn't have no teeth. She ate steak, chicken, and goddamn thing. He said that didn't stop nothing. So that's why I'm not ashamed about no teeth in my mouth. You understand me? So you got stinky breath no more. You only get stinky breath if you got teeth in your mouth. It's your teeth that give you bad breath. So we started 12 or 13 years old. I mean, the first like 3, 4, 5 generations at least. But nowadays, you got some old ass niggas, they were 22, 25 when they start banging and shit. Yeah, they said it sounded like somebody scratching their nails on a chalkboard. It says nowhere in the world ain't nobody gonna hear that. What I was told. They said, didn't nobody tell you what you was doing? I said, no. And they asked me what I was stressing about. And I was stressing over my son and my grandkids at that time. Really stressed out. See, I ain't told the whole story. See, I ain't told the whole story. About the time I stood up for my daughter-in-law. It was the time I stood up for my daughter-in-law because I said, fuck that. And they came back to me, cuz one of the greatest times in my life. They came back to me, her and my grandkids. That was the day I told her, I said, I don't give a fuck what you think or what they saying. I told her, anywhere I'm paying rent at, you and your kids is welcome. I said, now, them motherfuckers got a problem with it, they can leave. I said, these motherfuckers got a problem with it, they can go. She said, thank you, Papa Hart. And they came back. Yeah, one of the greatest moments in my life. But like I said, I thought I had nothing to live for, cause no purpose at all on this earth. Then all of a sudden, I was blessed with a grandchild, my first granddaughter, cause I was like she was my baby, like she was my daughter, not my granddaughter, but my fucking daughter. Is how that felt to me, and and I got reasons to live now, cause she ain't but 12 years old. She be 12 in October. I'm trying to live another 7 years, but she won't be 18 till 6 more years. So let me get another 6, 7 more years in, Lord, and it's something she can work with. And if y'all call on me, call on me. If y'all feel like I still got more work to do on here, let me get it done. But either way, whatever God decision is, let's do it. I'm with it. Yeah, but my goal is to get as close as I can to Micaiah. She the only thing bring me joy. When she came to visit that time, man, said all my time was with her. We was at the mall, Denny's, the movies. Me and Micaiah was always doing something together, going out to eat and shit like that. Cause I don't do nothing. But on YouTube with y'all, with my dogs, uh, uh, that's it. With my dogs, when she ain't around, with my dogs, on YouTube with y'all. I put a few posters up on Facebook, and that's it. But I do empty the trash, pick up dog shit, clean up pee behind the dog. I check on the bathroom. She's at work and it's in there and then make sure, because I know it's a problem with it, because she got on my ass one time. You know it's a problem with it, why you don't check on it? So that's all it took. But like I said, she rather cuss me out, this, that, and the third, than to call me and say, I need you to check on my bathroom periodically so the water won't overflow out the sink and in the shower and etc. You understand? Sometimes all it takes is a phone call to remind a person or enlighten a person instead of over cussing them out. You see what I'm saying? Well, one time she got on me about that shit. So when she go to work now, I go in there every 2 hours to see if it's overflowing. It be times, cuz I drained the sink and did it. I didn't even drink the shower one time. I took the whole trash can in there and tried to scoop the water out as best I could after shower before. And I take it outside and toss it. Just tell me don't do that. And it stinks and all that, man. But they say when you put it down the toilet, her toilet anyway, it finds its way back coming up to her. So that's why I take it outside. I still get cussed out for that. I still get cussed out for that. And like I said, y'all be on YouTube and you seeing me cleaning up piss, picking up dog shit, this, that, and third. Coming in out the back gate because I can't use the front door and all this and that and that. Y'all seen it. Y'all sounds on here. Cussing these dogs out, getting on them because they peed and did this, that, and third here. She said, I don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't have a plumber, yeah. But I give you $600 a month. $600 a month. My dogs will be here with her when I leave. But the thing is, if she got to be to work early and all this, who gonna feed them? When they do pee in this motherfucker, who gonna clean it up? She said, I don't clean up. I don't, none of that shit. Dog. But most of the time, these motherfuckers in the room with me. Most of the time. Only Venus be in the living room. Venus. Now sometimes Venus will come in here and be with us. Be me and all five of them. But most of the time, they in here with me. And when I walk out of here, they lay it out on their backs and shit like that, like they sleep. And I'll turn on lights and shit and I'll be looking for it. For them to make a mistake in here, I'll be looking for it. I do. Now, sometimes I think when I put them down off the bed, when they hear her at the door, and sometimes it take her a minute because she carry a couple bags to work with her. And I think them motherfuckers be so excited to take a piss before she get in the door. Because I checked and I didn't see nothing. And she come there screaming and yelling about it. I'm like, but I just looked. And they was in the room with me, so they must have did it just now. Yes, and then another thing is, she got something going on with them about when we rinse the backyard off. Now, if you wet it too much, you can see the water running up under the gate. You can tell some water been running up under there. They've been threatening my wife with fines and all this shit about that. So she tell me don't wet the backyard. But sometimes the backyard be so goddamn funky, you got to hold your breath. It smell like dog piss and shit back there. That's what it smell like. Now you can walk in the front door and smell the back fucking yard. Now even when I rinse that motherfucker down, son, I get cussed out for it. And they see the water running, I bet they on there, they didn't find me right. So I start using less water where it won't run up under the gate. And I go outside, give my neighbor push more. And if it do, I'll push dirt over it, dry dirt over it, like ain't nothing happened. And I still get cussed out because no, we was doing pads when we was trying to train them at first. You know. But these motherfucking dogs is spoiled. They four-legged people. And they just spoiled as fuck, y'all. Sometimes let's say, if it's cold, they won't even go out the door. They turn around, come in and kick their leg up somewhere in the house. And I witnessed them doing it. I kind of know Cece to the T when I feed Cece. For some reason, at the CCE, he'd pee at the corner right there at the kitchen, or he'd pee back over there by the couch. Instead of taking his, he seemed to do that right after he eat. So now I kind of know to pay attention to his ass. And after he eat, I see him walk away. I said, take your ass outside and pee. And he'd go out the back door and pee. Because I kind of know his ways. I done caught him pissing by the couch before. I put him down off the head, said, go use the bathroom. And I come behind him, right? I see that motherfucker stop short of the couch to pee. And I come, whack the shit out of his ass before he can pee all the way. Go out and pee, motherfucker. He'll trot out the door and go do it. I just seen him, instead of going out the door, he'll stick his head out the door and just kick his leg up and pee right there. He won't go outside and do it. So I kind of know their ways in some way. So I kind of try to keep up with them as best as I can, cause it ain't like I'm trying to allow them to just. And she always goes, "They never peed like this at them." Like, well, I don't know why they do it, but they do it. And then she always talk shit about when it was just me and two boys. I ain't never had my house never, but you never had two boys and six dogs. We had three boys and 5 or 6 dogs. You never had 6 goddamn dogs to deal with. When it was just them two and you was pregnant. Ever. I do. I do. We put pine sol and Fabiosos and we make a mixture of the shit that we put in bottles and we pour over they pee and all that and all that. We do what we can. Come on, man. We ain't just letting be pounds of dog shit in our yard. We don't do that. Shoot, I can't even walk my dogs outside the house and don't pick this shit up. Cause she'd go off about that. And I'm all for that anyway. I ain't for. We got a lot of people walking around here walking their dogs. They ain't got no bag. They don't clean up behind. Let them shit and they keep walking. But we got kids and people walking around here and this and that. Nobody want to walk in your dog shit. Shit. Me and my wife do everything the best we can. My dog is the best goddamn dog food and they don't even drink tap water. Shit, they get bottled water. You ain't buy water. It's for us and them goddamn dogs. Our dog don't even drink tap water. Those motherfuckers take their bowl to the goddamn sink and fill it up and set it down. Me and my wife don't do that. We opening bottles for these motherfuckers here. We had Coach collars and Coach leases and everything. Shots, they get groomed and not as often as we like, but they do. But I'm just saying, they 5 dogs, and you can't. Sometimes it ain't easy keeping up with 5 dogs. Sometimes I leave the house and I can't stay too long. I be like, cuz I gotta get to my dogs. I gotta get on check on my dogs, man. Some of them sick. I don't know. One of them died when I left. I don't know. I hope they all alive when I walk in the door. They hinder my life. When I'm out doing my shit with Kidnack on Thursdays or homies say I got a blunt come through and all that, I can't stay but a couple hours. I'm thinking about my dogs. I gotta go home and check on my dogs. Yeah. Dogs ain't nothing to play with. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that was my nephew from Pasadena, Denver Lanes checking in on me. He said he saw something on Facebook. He said, "Say, man, you a good dude, man. Keep your head up, blah, 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 blah." That's what I need right now. That's what I need right now. All right, y'all, let me get on off of here, though, okay? Let me get on off here, man. Take my medicine and see if I can get me some sleep. I'll check up on y'all in the morning. I love you, sis. Thank you, Rachel. Cold Soul, Sniper, YM, Sylvester, Shiester, King, K-Star, Nikki Lee, Cold Soul. I see a snipe, right? Kid Mac Videos. See my sister Tomboy. The Signature Company. My girlfriend of Threads, man. Miss Lopez. Rafael Santos. Whatever you talking about. I told a couple people to come back tomorrow. Yeah, that was my boy, man. Stutter Box, man. Pasadena, Denver Lane, checking on this boy, man. I appreciate that. All right, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all in the morning.